The story of MMF really begins on 9/11. And that's when Marine Corps Systems Command asked a very important question of a group of doctors and research scientists. Is it possible to protect our men and women in uniform from the inside out? We do a great job at protecting our troops from bombs and bullets, but what about from all of those invisible threats that cause our men and women in uniform to be 4 times more likely to contract illness and disease?
After 9/11, our group of clinicians and scientists was approached by the Department of Defense to develop a program, a micronutrient program in our area of expertise that could protect our soldiers, our Marines, our sailors, our airmen from hostile environments, because it was clear after 9/11 that the country was at war. We worked very hard to develop, with congressional funding and working with the Department of Defense, and in fact working with NASA, to develop this formulation. MMF was really for the soldiers.
All of these organizations and skilled people working together ultimately availed us the creation of a supplement that in fact and indeed does protect the human body from the inside out. So when we discovered this, when we learned of MMF, learned of its existence, and learned what it does, we knew absolutely that we had something very special.
Oxidation is a normal process of metabolism in the body. It affects all cells and tissues. And this process elaborates free radicals. When free radicals are present in excess, they cause a condition called oxidative stress or oxidative damage. In combination with this problem is another culprit, and this culprit is called inflammation. Inflammation is like a blood brother to oxidative damage. They recycle each other, they work together, and you can rarely have one without the other. There's a third component to this group, and that's impairment of immune function. So when you get oxidative damage in combination with inflammation and in combination with impaired immune function, that's when the body gets into trouble.
Free radical production caused by oxidative stress. It's an issue that leads to a host of human health conditions. Just as a lead pipe left out in the rain over time will oxidize or rust, we human beings are aging and rusting because of free radicals. Free radicals attack cells, proteins in cells, lipids and membranes, and even DNA. In fact, DNA is attacked very early in the process.
The Military Micronutrient Formulation, or MMF, is a unique proprietary blend of important antioxidant micronutrients and key minerals to conform to the CQF format. Basically what that means is we have uniquely combined endogenous antioxidants, the kind that the body makes, with dietary antioxidants, those that you get from the diet, and importantly, glutathione elevating agents. Glutathione is your body's most important internal antioxidant. What we've been able to do is combine these in the right dose, the right ratio, the right isoform, and with the proper dose schedule to give you the best biologically available and best biologically effective product. And that's why we get the excellent results that we get with MMF.
My name is David Nemelka. I've been blessed to experience the joys and growth that come from having a family and raising children. I've been to the 4 corners of the earth, and I have seen people in all walks of life. What I've discovered is that the human story is the same across the globe. We all strive for the same thing: increased health and happiness. I've come to a realization. I just turned 50 years old, and with the time I have remaining on this earth, I want to make a difference. I want to do something that lifts the human spirit and elevates mankind. MMF is a product like no other. I love that it was created with one objective: to make our soldiers physically strong and healthy despite an extremely toxic environment. We love that this product has integrity that's backed up by years of reliable research and testing. And we thought, wouldn't it be amazing to create a company that matches the integrity of this revolutionary product? Wouldn't it be awesome to create a company that gives back, a company that restores health and wellness to people across the world? Wouldn't it be amazing if a company like this was the company who brought MMF to the world?
Your background, and I mean you're almost standing there at attention. It's just natural for him. So, Christopher.
Thank you, sir. Hello, everybody. My name's Christopher, as he said. I spent 7 years in the Army, and I spent 4.5 years at war. I was shot 3 times, blown up by a suicide bomber. I've been in 5 vehicle rollover accidents, and I've been stabbed 7 times.
Holy crap.
God has blessed me with a resilient body.
Dang.
Cool. Right. When the Army finally did retire me, I had a major problem with depression and dealing with the injuries that I had sustained. I had a brain injury that was causing me to have seizures, and I was having a seizure probably almost once a week because of it. And I spent 475 days in the hospital at Eisenhower Medical Center in Fort Gordon, Georgia. And finally, when the decision was made to retire me, it was so hard with me to deal with not being a soldier anymore that I tried to kill myself 3 separate times, 3 years following that. Every year on the anniversary, I had tried to kill myself in violent ways, cut myself on either side. Took a knife and buried it in my throat, cut my own throat from ear to ear. And 3 months ago, I got put on the MMI, and sorry, a little nervous. But I got put on that 3 months ago, and the VA had me on a 52-pill-a-day regimen to keep my seizures down. I was on pain medications, 3 different kind of opioids. I was taking antipsychotics, antidepressants, and 3 different kinds of medication to keep me from going into convulsions for my seizures, and came off of all of it, not any of it, any longer. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Thank you, Chris. What a pleasure, and thanks for serving.
Hello, my name is Dr. Milton Carroll. I'm helping Suzanne out with a quick explanation of MMF and how it works. This is a military supplement. It was designed by the military to help soldiers hit their peak health and maintain it regardless of the conditions that they're in, the toxic environments. It's designed to reduce oxidative stress. And I personally am an Ironman triathlete. I compete in Ironmans, I compete in marathons, and one of the problems that you get with any kind of sports is increased damage on a cellular level due to oxidative stress. That's when you're burning so much energy when you're exercising that it's causing free radicals. And that actually damages the proteins in your muscles, and that's what makes it so that you have to have recovery periods so that you can heal and get stronger. One of the things that the military supplement does is it actually reduces that time because it keeps you from having the oxidative damage and stress on a cellular level. In September, I did the Ironman in Maryland. It's 140.6 miles long. It took me 12 and a half hours to complete it. I took the supplement during the whole entire race. I took 2 before the race, 2 after the 2.5 mile swim, 2 after mile 56 of the bike ride, and then 2 when I finished the bike ride at 112 miles. And then I was supposed to take 2 more at mile 13 of the marathon, and I forgot those. And that's actually when my race started falling apart, when my muscles started cramping, when I just had no more energy left. And it was difficult, but the neat thing is after the race was over, I took some more, and then the next day I went back to my regular dosage, which was 2 in the morning, 2 at night, and it only took me 3 days to completely recover from an Ironman race. Normally it's about 4 to 5 weeks to recover from that much strenuous activity because of the tear down and the damage that occurs to your muscles and your system during that race. So the recovery aspect of this is going to increase dramatically if you're taking the military supplement. It was designed specifically to do that sort of thing for soldiers who are under that kind of stress day in and day out when they're on the battlefield. I'm also a veteran, so I understand that side of it and what the soldiers go through as being a veteran, and I guarantee you that this is the best supplement on the market that was designed by the military to do this. You're not going to find anything else like it.
My name is Elsie Tupo. I live in Fontana, California. I've been on the product now since September of 2014. I'm a diabetic. That's one of my major issues in my health, is being a diabetic. First things that I noticed when I took the MMF is my vision improved. I used to need glasses to read, but I don't anymore. My neuropathy in my feet has been not cleared, but much, much better. And my sugar level has really dropped tremendously. I used to be around 200 in the morning. I'm now at about 120 when I get up and take my sugar. So that's what MMF and Energen. I've lost about 30 pounds also with it. So it's a great product. So if you take it and try it, and maybe it might work for you. But it's a great product. Thank you.
Okay, my daughter has lupus. So the top of her head, there was no hair. And then she has all her ankles and her little fingers all hurting. She has red patches on her eyes and her hand. And she took this for a week, and all of the pain went away. And her hair is about 2 inches long, growing back. And so she's doing fine. My husband, in October, he was told by his heart doctor he needs surgery because 2 of his arteries are blocking up. One was 94%, one was 84%. In February, we went back for an MRI, but my husband started taking it in January. And in February, when we went back there, he took the MRI. We came back 2 weeks ago. The doctor called and said, "What did your husband do different? Both arteries opened. He doesn't need the surgery." So my husband is not taking anything else except MMF. So it was a miracle because I didn't know this thing can do that. You know, they have to have surgery to have it done. And then other than that, it's working. I'm going to get the documents from the doctor to show the pictures and everything that what happened to my husband. So that's a real thing. But thanks to MMF.